Zoetis and vets told you Librela, Solensia, Lenivia, and Portela were the future. A future without pain. A future without limits. A future where age didn't matter. But futures built on promises. Are futures built on shadows? Because no one asked the question that matters most. What happens when the future arrives faster than the truth? Tonight, I open the door they never wanted you to find. And once you see what's behind it, you'll never look at these injections the same way again. The miracle Zoetis and vets sold. Corporate ads. Bright clinics. Smiling vets. Librela. Solensia. Names spoken like salvation. Whispered in exam rooms. Printed on glossy brochures. Wrapped in words like breakthrough, revolution, and miracle. They were marketed as painless solutions. As the next evolution in pet care. As the injections that would rewrite the rules of aging. But behind every miracle, there is a cost. And behind every cost, there is a company deciding how much truth you deserve. Because miracles are easy to sell. Transparency is not. The questions no one answered. Pet owners didn't ask for drama. They didn't ask for conspiracy. They asked simple, human questions. How long does it last? What happens if something goes wrong? Why isn't there more long-term data? How can a drug exist with no reversal? No antidote. No way back. These weren't wild theories. These were the questions any responsible owner would ask. And the answers? Silence. Deflection. Or worse, a calm smile paired with, "Don't worry." But "don't worry" is not an answer. It's a dismissal. And dismissals are not science. The next wave, Lenivia and Portela. Then came the next generation. Lenivia. Portela. Longer lasting. More potent. More permanent in ways no one fully understands. These weren't upgrades. They were escalations. A leap forward in convenience. Without a leap forward in clarity. And pet owners? You were never given time to breathe. Never given time to understand. Never given time to ask the questions that matter. Because the rollout wasn't slow. It wasn't cautious. It was fast. Too fast. And when medicine moves faster than information, the gap between them becomes a danger all its own. The pressure. People began feeling something new. Not reassurance. Not confidence. Pressure. Pressure to continue. Pressure to repeat injections. Pressure to trust a system that refused to slow down. Because once a pet starts, stopping becomes a question no one wants to answer. Not the vets. Not Zoetis. Not the people selling the miracle. And owners were left with a choice that didn't feel like a choice at all. The stories. Some owners reported changes. Some reported nothing at all. Some reported improvements, followed by decline. Some reported fear. But every story, every single one, shared a common thread. No one felt fully informed. Not about the long term. Not about the risks. Not about the future. And when thousands of voices echo the same uncertainty, it stops being coincidence. It becomes a pattern. A pattern no one in power seems eager to acknowledge. The corporate wall. When questions grew louder, the wall grew higher. Data locked behind proprietary studies. Reports buried under ongoing research. Concerns dismissed as rare, unverified, or not significant. But pet owners don't want perfection. You want honesty. You want clarity. You want the truth. And honesty was the one thing you weren't given. Because when profit meets uncertainty, uncertainty loses. The unknown future. Lenivia and Portela promise convenience. They promise ease. They promise simplicity. But the truth is simple too. They don't know enough. Not yet. Not now. Not with the speed these drugs are being pushed into the world. And when the future moves too fast, the consequences move with it. The final message. This isn't about fear. This isn't about panic. This is about awareness. Because your pet cannot ask questions. Your pet cannot read studies. Your pet cannot say, "I don't feel right." But you can, and you must. Ask questions. Demand answers. Protect your pet. Sign Shadow's petition. Start saving pets instead of killing them. https://ching.it/v8tjfyxv7r. Comment your experience. Share this video. And stay vigilant. The future of pet care is changing fast. Too fast for silence.